Hello and welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday, everyone. Today is a special video for you all because I think we are getting the most rainfall for the year here in Phoenix, Arizona. We had a flash flood alert, a severe thunderstorm alert, and there's been some images of a tornado alert in this part of Arizona. So I thought I'd bring you all along for a ride just to see what it's like out here today. There's no one at the car wash. I don't think I've ever seen it this empty during business hours. And there's been some, I guess, flooding on the sides of the streets. So I'm headed home. I thought I'd go around this way just because, well, I should probably turn around and get on the freeway because otherwise I'll be stuck in traffic. It says somebody smells like cigarettes. I didn't do that, everyone, just so you know. Yeah, it smells like cigarettes in here now. So you can see all the puddles here. I like how some of the residential areas are designed that have reservoirs throughout their neighborhood that capture the rainwater and let it soak back into the ground rather than just letting it go out into the what do you call them? Okay, there's a lot of water flowing there. Instead of just letting it go down the gutters and into the wastewater area. In our neighborhood, we have a little bit of a couple little reservoirs where everything that's captured in the neighborhood initially goes into one main reservoir, and once that fills up, if it fills up, it has a little overflow into another area that can serve as a catch pond, and it at least holds the water there and lets it soak back into the ground so we can capture it and not let it just run off. But you don't see that in a lot of places because the water just flows. We have too much pavement here in the city. That's why it's always so hot with the heat island effect. But it seems like all week the clouds were just on the sides and basically demonstrating the island effect because the city was dry, but all around the city had clouds and rain, probably where it was cooler, I'm guessing. But there's been some news about one of the members from our community who is missing down here. So if you guys see, if you live in the area, the Phoenix area, keep an eye out for mail from the First Mesa area. I saw some flyers, and I kind of been keeping an eye out when I'm driving through the city. A lot of people try to squeeze in right at the front, but this on-ramp here is designed to kind of let us all keep the flow and try to squeeze in way up here. See, there's a lot of room up here. And so, see, if we just keep going, people will flow over to the other side, and then we can all just squeeze in when we get our chance, versus creating a backlog back there. Bottlenecking at the on-ramp. See if I can squeeze in here. Yep, change places. Alright. So yeah, I got a really nice picture during lunch break. It is some really nice clouds way on the east side of this freeway. Like way up in the air, and it's really, really high. And I'll try to put it in here somewhere, maybe the thumbnail. I don't have my vehicle per se. I'm using one of the family vehicles. Well, I guess I should say I'm not driving the truck, and so it looks like a little different view from this level. Hey man, look at that. That is beautiful, huh? Look at that. It's still getting some rain over there. We really, really needed this rain. And so today for lunch I had compared chicken sandwiches from Church's and McDonald's. They were both, I don't know, they seemed old, not fresh. I guess I should try a comparison with the chicken sandwich from those two places with Chick-fil-A. So that's what I have for lunch. And I also had some boneless buffalo flavored wings from Church's. Look over there. Wow, that looks so nice. I wish I brought the drone. Sometimes when it's really, really, really raining, you'll get some flooding like you have right there. You can see some of it over there where it came down the side. And then this, if that gets clogged or the pump quits working there, see like there, that's where the water came down and kind of flowed onto the road. But yeah, look at, there's a lot of traffic. It's Friday. I don't know how many people are headed out of town. The state fair is going on this weekend. I wonder if there's people at the fair right now, or if they shut it down. They probably just stopped the rides and let people still hang around. But yeah, look at that. The west side, Southwest Valley is getting some good rain. Kokoyu, kokoyu, kokoyu. And here's the East Valley. Yeah, look at that. That looks cool. That's nice over there too. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, today was a pretty productive day. It was productive in such a way that I learned a lot about the reference lab package, and there's a lot of moving parts that come together to make it work. We set one up in 2022 for another satellite clinic, and that was added onto an existing reference lab account. So everything was previously set up years and years ago, and so it wasn't like a brand spanking new setup. And so that's how it differs from this current project. And it is great to see so many people with tons of knowledge provide busy, and things didn't really start popping off until the, I guess, early afternoon. And we got some feedback, and we didn't want to make too many changes because we want to just, tread really slow. And I was rereading the setup guide, and there's some things in, I guess, outside of the setup guide that we decided we better just wait on. It has to do with the institution. So on Monday, we will revisit that and look at adding flash flooding somewhere, so you guys be careful. Looks like it's drying out over here. I got this new phone holder. That's why it's a little different. It's not anything from Amazon. You can see the 4 peaks back there. Look at all the traffic on that side. Hey, look at that. Supposed to order a backup camera for this today, and then we're waiting on pricing for parts on this. Supposed to do an oil change on the other Escape this weekend, but I'm still waiting for confirmation. And then this, I decided I'll just do a strut and shock change again. I was looking at my old videos, and I just loosen the bolts, lug nuts, jack it up, put it on jack stands, brace the back wheels, and then rock and roll. The only thing I don't have this time is my impact drill. I left it at home, and I might ask my nephew if I can borrow his, but I've also been looking on OfferUp at some Milwaukee ones. They're all more than I was expecting, and I didn't plan to buy any new tools, so I'm kind of just hanging tight. But I really want to change the struts on here. They're putting a new road back here behind this hotel. A new road or something there. They have scrapers back there and stuff. Alright folks, I just wanted to share that with you. You guys have a great day. Take care. Don't forget to tell your loved ones how much you appreciate them. Get to spend some time with them if you can. Help others that are less fortunate if you have the resources. And go visit your grandparents and help them out in any way possible. Get to absorb some of their knowledge. Record them if they'll let you, so you can share it with your kids and your grandkids. Especially if they speak your native tongue. That's amazing. We need more videos of Hopis speaking their language. See, look at right there. There's a nice example of water being preserved instead of just letting it go down the drain, so to speak. All right, Boss Lingua.